All right, my friends, thank you so much for stopping by and taking just a few minutes of your time to stop and think with me. In August of 2000, a man was detained at New York City's LaGuardia Airport for traveling with a marmoset monkey under his hat. The man traveled with the monkey from Lima, Peru to Fort Lauderdale, Florida, and then on to New York. According to the article, when passengers noticed the fist-sized primate on the flight, they asked the man if he knew he had a monkey on him. He probably did. We've heard of having a monkey on our back, right? You might have said to somebody, "You have a monkey on your back, don't you?" Or you should know that you have a monkey on your back. We don't know exactly where this came from, but it's presumed that it probably came from the Arabian Nights when Sinbad attempted to cross a river with an ape-like creature on his back, and once he crossed it, he was unable to get rid of it. It would not leave him. That's the commonly held assumption that this is probably where it came from. You know, when I was a kid, I wanted a monkey really bad because of what I saw on television and the movies. Now, I know the difference between a monkey and an ape. There is a difference, but, you know, I saw Every Which Way But Loose with Clint Eastwood, funny movie, he had an orangutan. And then BJ and the Bear was popular back in the 80s, a truck driver with a chimpanzee. And then there was a show called You Asked For It, where several times a chimpanzee, I think it was over in England probably, would hang out in a bar and drink and smoke cigarettes. And while I wouldn't want my own pet chimp doing that, it was kind of cool that you had an animal that was able to join you as a human being and kind of be one of you. And I discovered over time, and I asked my parents a lot if I could have a pet monkey, a pet chimp, a pet gibbon. I did a lot of research. I knew a lot about these. I thought it was a great idea, and I couldn't understand why they would say no. But now that I'm older, I realize how ridiculous it is to have a monkey. I mean, the worst case scenario is if things go wrong, they could rip your face off. Thank God I have a beard to protect me. Makes me completely impervious to monkey attacks. But I was influenced by it, and I'm so glad I didn't have a literal monkey to take care of. But that's not to say I've never had a monkey on my back. Back in 1987, George Michael, he had a very popular song called Monkey. It was one of my favorite one of his. If you've never heard it, look it up. It's very catchy. It's very snappy. And the words to this, I'm not going to sing it. I'm just, I'm going to resist the temptation to butcher this song. But the words are great. Listen to this. The lyrics go like this. Why can't you do it? Why can't you set your monkey free? Always giving into it. Do you love your monkey or do you love me? Why can't you do it? Why do I have to share my baby with a monkey? Now, a monkey in the common vernacular is supposed to be a burdensome problem that is hard to get rid of, just like Sinbad couldn't hardly get rid of this monkey. That's what George Michael is talking about. Now, it's reported that when asked what this meant to him, what he said was, this is reports, that he was talking about a lady friend of his who had a problem with alcoholism and drugs, and she just couldn't seem to quit them. I don't know if that's really the truth, but that's what is reported. It's understandable. It's really understandable. Now, to use monkey in our language in our talk is not uncommon. We talk about goofing off, as monkeying around. You might have said to your kids that you spend too much time monkeying around, or you talk about ridiculous nonsense as monkey business. And if someone's got the goof on you, you might have said, "I'll be a monkey's uncle." In fact, I haven't heard that one in forever. I think that's kind of fallen out of fashion. But growing up, I used to hear that a lot on TV, or maybe older, people in my life, adults in my life might have said that I'll be a monkey's uncle. I have no idea where that came from. But one of my favorite ones that you hear now, I don't know when it got coined, but it's my favorite one. It's not my circus, not my monkeys. Assuming that monkeys belong in a circus. Technically they probably belong in the forest. But But do we get what they're saying? Not my circus, not my monkeys. What you need to ask yourself is, do you have a monkey on your back? One of the funniest things I've seen recently, I came across, was a was a tweet. They don't call it Twitter anymore. I guess it's just X. I've never been a Twitter user. I opened up an account, never did anything with it. I mean, I posted a few things, but it just wasn't my thing, and maybe I'm missing out. But there was a funny tweet by a person named, I'm going to guess it's a woman, Rochelle_Mandic. And here's what it says. Yes, autocorrect. I definitely meant to offer a monkey back guarantee. Autocorrect does all sorts of things, but it changed it to a monkey back guarantee. I'm going to tell you something. If someone has given you a monkey for something, be willing to give it back. That's what you need to ask yourself. The monkey that you have in your life, is it there because you wanted it to be? You thought it'd make a good pet? Or did someone put this off on you? In either case, I mean, and on one hand, let me tell you something. If you got a monkey, it's not making a good pet. You probably found that out by now. And if someone's given you their monkey, you don't want it back because they're hard to shake. It's hard to get rid of. That's really all I got. I just thought it was be kind of a fun thing to talk about and bring up, and I hope that it's meant something to you. Let me know. Leave a comment down below. Hit the like button if you haven't done so. If you haven't subscribed, why not? Why not? Because it would help me, it would help you, and if you hit the notification bell, you can stay apprised of all my future uploads, and you wouldn't have to miss any of these anymore. Imagine that. So I hope that you can think about this and ponder what has been said today and evaluate your life, take stock, and ask yourself, where do I have unnecessary monkeys? Is there one on my back? You know, is he peeping over my shoulder? Is he a burden to me? Is it keeping me from tending to all the other things in my life that deserve my attention? Might be something you need to consider. All right, guys, thank you for joining me. I will catch you on the next one. And there will be plenty more. In the meantime, be wise.